Welcome to the second video of Learn to Read and Write Hmong in 3 Simple Steps. If you have not seen the first video yet, it is not required in order to understand and start using the information in this video. However, I highly recommend it because the first video gives a good overview of the Hmong language and words, which may be helpful to you. This video is intended to be hands-on. If you follow along with me step by step, I promise you will be able to write Hmong after completing Chart C and practicing the tones and vowels in this video. This method is the easiest, most efficient, and effective way to start reading and writing in Hmong, especially if you already speak Hmong and know how to read and write English. Below this video in the description section, there is a link to the charts that you will need to print or open up on your computer screen. You will need charts A, C, and D. All 3 charts are on the same spreadsheet. Each of these charts will have a second spreadsheet with the same information, but in alphabetical order. Let me briefly show you the charts. This is chart A, the vowel chart. These charts are designed to help you learn Hmong based on your knowledge of the English alphabet and pronunciation. As you see, the first 5 vowels on the far left are exactly the same as the English vowels. And if you go to chart B, this is the same 13 Hmong vowels except they're listed in alphabetical order. In the future, you may find that it's easier for you to look at charts in alphabetical order so that you can compare how the vowel A sounds versus AI, AU, and AW. This is chart D, the consonant chart. If you look on the far left, those are all the English consonants. And then next to the English consonant is the Hmong consonant. Now, if you look at English consonant A, we do not have a consonant A in the Hmong language. It is actually a vowel. And if you look down to the English consonant C, you'll see that yes, we do have consonant C in Hmong. However, if it's in red font, that means that it's pronounced differently. As you will see at the top of this spreadsheet, we have 56 consonants in the Hmong language. 17 are single letter consonants, 22 are double, 14 are triple, and 3 are quadruple letters. So we start this spreadsheet with all the single consonants first, and if you scroll down, you'll get to the multiple letter consonants. And once you get to this section, there's really no English letters or pronunciation that I could write and give you an English word to help guide you as to how to pronounce the Hmong consonant. So on the far right-hand side, you'll see an example Hmong word, and of course, starting out, you probably don't know how to pronounce that word. So right next to it is an English translation. For example, HML is the recall word for that is mlong, or listen, and that's how the Hmong consonant HML sounds, mlong. And this is chart C. Today we are going to thoroughly go over this chart, and I'm going to walk you step by step as to how to use and complete this chart. In the first video, I explained that the Hmong language is a tonal language. We have 13 vowels, and each vowel has 7 tones. A vowel combined with a tone creates a unique pronunciation. So in the first video, I called it a unique pronunciation syllable. But in this video, I'm going to rename it to something more accurate. So let me recap. 13 vowel times 7 tones equals 91, what I'm going to call UVTs, unique vowel tones, because when you combine the vowel with a tone, it creates a unique pronunciation. And all Hmong words end in one of these 91 UVTs. That's why after you understand chart C and memorize the 7 tones, you can easily start reading and writing Hmong within minutes. But before we get started, let me just give you a brief overview of this spreadsheet. If you look to the far left, you'll see all the vowels in green, starting with the single letter vowels followed by the double letter vowels. If you look at the very top of this spreadsheet, you'll see some symbols. And those symbols are there. If you're a visual person, it's there to help guide you as to how to pronounce a vowel with each of the 7 tones, and I'll explain the symbols in a little bit. Right below the symbols are letters in red. Those are tone letters. Even though they are letters, we do not pronounce these letters in a Hmong word. It is only a letter that is added to a vowel to indicate a certain pronunciation. So think of it as a tone marker. In the body of the spreadsheet are the combined vowel and tone letters, or the UVTs. For example, the vowel A combined with the tone letter B creates the UVT AB. Next to that UVT is a word in blue, and that's your Hmong recall word. Right below that word is an English translation. The reason for having the English translation is you may not know what the Hmong word is. So let's just go through an example. Let's say I want to recall how the UVT AB sounds like. The word in English is help. So the word in Hmong is ba. So the UVT of AB is a. In the beginning, you'll use this a lot. But later on, once you get familiar with the vowels and the tones, you will no longer need the recall words. But until then, recall words and the English translation will be the quickest reference tool to help you learn the pronunciation of all the 91 UVTs. So now that you understand the format of the spreadsheet, let's go over each tone letter in red. The tone letter B is what I call the question tone. Words with this tone has an emphasis as if you're asking a question. So many times in the English language, when we ask a question, we tend to increase the tone of the last word. For example, what do you think? How are you? So Hmong words that end in B have a question mark tone, like ba, ka ba tong ka ku ba, or ka, yama ka ba ka. So that's your question tone. Tone letter M has a falling tone, like a backslash, like the word ba. Tone letter J has a rising tone, like the word ba. Tone letter V has an up and down curved tone, like a wave, like the tilde mark. So I'm going to call this the wave tone. And if you move after the V, the absence of a tone letter is actually a tone. So the no tone letter is a smooth, even tone, like a dash, like in the word ba. Tone letter S is an open your mouth or jaws wide tone. It's almost like you're at the dentist. For example, when you say the word ba and then you have to open wide and say ba. So that's the open mouth tone. Tone letter G is the last tone, and it has an emphasis, sort of like an exclamation mark. Okay, so let's get started with the first vowel A. Starting from left to right, pronouncing the vowel A with each of the 7 tones will sound like this. A, 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 A. Notice the Hmong words in blue, I added the consonant P to each of the UVTs, and that creates a total different word. AB has a question tone, like in the Hmong word ba. AM has a falling tone, a, like in the Hmong word ba. AJ, rising tone, a, like in the word ba or flower. AV, up and down curved tone, a, like dirt, or the word ba, tie or wrap. A, the vowel A by itself without a tone letter is a smooth, even tone. Pronounce a, like in the word ba or air. AS is an open mouth tone, like you're at the dentist. Ba, like the word for stick. AG is the exclamation or the end tone, like in the word ta. Well, Hmong words we don't have a word ba unless you're talking about di ba, but that's also a good word to help you remember that that's the last tone. Okay, I think we got the vowel A down. Let's move on to the vowel E. The first UVT would sound like this. A, like in the word bay. A, like the word hey. A, like the word day. A, like the word they, pill. A, like the word may, or small. A, like the word they, or hand. A, like the word J, like in Save Bunny. Okay. Let's say the entire row for E, for the vowel E. A, 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 A. Once you get the rhythm of the 7 tones down, it makes it so much easier. And we're going to go through the row I first before we say all of them together. IB is pronounced E, like the number 1. E. like the word she. E like the word me. E like the word me. E like ye. E like d. E like li or late. E, 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 E. Okay, easy enough, right? Let's start from AB and say each of the UVTs for the first 3 vowels. A, 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 A. A, 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 A. E, 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 E. First, when you start saying this, you're going to feel weird and funny, but if you master the tones, that is the fastest way to learn how to read and write Hmong. So let's just say you're looking at a word. Let's just say, let's take for example, you were looking at a word SEV, and you're trying to figure out how to pronounce it. Well, just go back here and look at the UVT for EV, and look at the English word peel. Okay, peel is in Hmong is they. So if there was a S in front of it, that would be shay. So that's how you use this spreadsheet. Let's go and do one more practice. Let's say we want to write the word rain or na in Hmong. We know that most Hmong words have a consonant, a vowel, and a tone letter. The consonant we can easily figure out. Na, N is the consonant. Vowel, if you don't know the vowel, you can refer back to chart A, your vowel chart. But for this example, it has an A sound, so we know that it's a vowel A. So I'm not going to go back to the vowel chart. So all we have to do is figure out which tone letter or tone marker to use. So we're going to go back to chart C and sound out the consonant and vowel with each of the tone letters. Whenever I'm unsure of which tone letter to use, I always start from the very first tone. So pronouncing the consonant N and vowel A with tone letter B would be na, 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 na. So our word na is tone letter G. Now you know how easy it is to write Hmong words. Next, let's complete the Hmong recall words for the vowel O together. Let's start with the UVT OB. OB is pronounced aw like the number 2. OM with the falling tone is pronounced aw. And if we add a P to that, that would be ba or C. OJ has a rising tone, ah, like if you were to add a K to it, the word ga or you. OV is ah with a wave tone or up and down curved tone. Add an M to that, you have ma, rice. O by itself, without a tone letter, is ah like the word na or cold. OS, just the tone and the vowel only, is pronounced ah like the word duck. Whenever you have the chance to put the vowel and tone letters only as a recall word, those are the easiest words. OG is ah. And if you add a P to that, you have the word ba or grandmother. So that's pretty easy. Now that you know how to complete this chart, it's very important for you to finish the rest of the chart. That way you can customize it with Hmong words that are easy for you to remember, and also you can make it fun. But before you go and complete this chart, what I want to do is review each of the UVTs with you. So we're going to go down line by line, starting with the single letter vowels followed by the double letter vowels, and we're going to go and say each of the 7 tones for each vowel. I hope you're ready to sound funny because I want you to repeat each of the UVTs after me. And yes, when you start out practicing, you have to say them out loud so you can hear the difference in each tone. Memorizing the rhythm of the 7 tones and the first pronunciation of each vowel and tone combination will forever help you read and write Hmong. Remember, all Hmong words will end in one of these 91 UVTs. So all you have to do is sing or say and practice these UVTs, and you will be reading and writing Hmong like a pro. Okay, I think I convinced you, since you know how important this chart is. I mean, this chart is the fastest, most efficient, and effective way for you to learn to read and write the entire Hmong vocabulary. So let's get started. What we're going to do is start with the vowel A, and we're going to say each vowel with each of the 7 tones 2 times. So A, B, ah, 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 ah. A, 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 A. E, 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 E. Did I say that once or twice? Let's do that again. A, 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 A. E, 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 E. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, so that's all the single letter vowels. I, 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 I. O, 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 O. 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 Ang, 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 ang. Ang, 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 ang. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. On, 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 ong, 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 ong. Wa, 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 wa. Wa, 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 wa. Great job, guys. So that's it. Those are the 91 UVT pronunciations. Please go back to this video, repeat this section as many times as you need to until you get comfortable, until you remember the tone, and in the future you won't even need this chart anymore. Congratulations! You made it to the last 2 minutes of this video, and if you have been following along with me step by step, you have now learned how simple it is to start reading and writing in Hmong. So what's next? Just like with anything, it takes practice to become proficient. So complete chart C. Continue saying or singing the UVTs for each vowel until you memorize the rhythm of the 7 tones and 13 vowels. Refer back to this video as much as needed to practice each of the vowels and tones. Start writing Hmong. Refer to the charts as needed. Your vowel chart, chart A, your consonants, chart D, and especially chart C, your tones and vowels. And lastly, if you get stuck on a word and you want to make sure that you spell the Hmong word correctly, go to www.hmongdictionary.us, not .com, but .us. There's 2 options. You can type in the Hmong word or the English word. I like using the English option. All you have to do is type in the English word. It'll give you the Hmong translation along with the spelling and the definition to make sure that that's the word you're looking for. So I'm going to leave you with one last tip. I'm a hands-on and visual person, so I don't use the chart Z anymore, but from time to time I still question as to which tone letter to use for the word that I'm looking for. And when that happens, I use the 7 fingers on my hands to help me. The 5 fingers on my right hand and 2 fingers on my left hand. I assign each finger a tone letter. Starting with my right hand, my thumb is the tone letter B. The pointer is the tone letter M. My middle finger is the tone letter J, which is the rising tone, or the highest tone. My ring finger is the tone letter V, or the wave tone. My pinky is the no tone letter, which is the smooth, even tone. And continuing on to my left hand, the thumb on my left hand is the tone letter S, the open wide tone, like you're at the dentist. And my pointer on my left hand is the last tone letter G, which is the emphasis or exclamation tone. So if I get stuck, I'll just say my consonant and vowel and go through each of the tones, starting with B all the way down to G, to make sure that I have the right tone letter. I cannot wait to read your future Hmong poems and stories, and especially those songs. I'm so excited for you. Have fun, guys. I hope that this method works for you. I know it will if you just follow those steps. Thanks for watching.